Hi students, welcome to Smarter Everyday Overlearning Ocean of Chemistry. Dear students, we had already started the topic nomenclature of different classes of organic compounds from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques from grade 11 NCERT. Right, in this topic, actually in our previous class, saturated hydrocarbons. In these saturated hydrocarbons, about alkanes completely explained to you, and students here unsaturated hydrocarbons also in this category, about alkenes and alkynes, what about those general formulae and what are the examples also I explained to you. And students, here in this category we are going to learn about the third one, haloalkanes in this session. Actually students, this is our 9th session. Up to now 8 sessions are completed. Those 8 sessions about that information I'll provide for you in the description. You can go through them. Okay students, let's start our today's session about these haloalkanes. Right, actually haloalkanes, these are the derivatives of halogens. These are called as halogen derivatives. What are meant by halogens? Halogen derivatives. So halogens means, you know very well, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are 7th A group or 17th group in the periodic table. You know very well. Already this topic we discussed in our previous class, periodic classification of elements, right? And these are the halogens. So halogen derivatives of alkanes are called as haloalkanes. Here students, basing upon halogen derivatives just like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these can be classified into these categories: mono, di, tri and tetra. If they in a compound, you can see in a compound there are only one halogen element is located, element is presented, that is called as mono type of alkane, mono derivative of alkane. And students, in that compound only two elements are present, that is known as dihaloalkanes. Right, if in that compound there are 3, tri means 3, right? 3, this, any fluorine, chlorine, bromine, like this, only 3 elements are located in that particular compound, that is known as trihaloalkane. And tetra also same, that is 4 halo atoms are present in that is called as tetrahaloalkanes. Right, here students, you can see the atomic numbers of these halogens. For fluorine, atomic number 9, and chlorine 17, bromine 35 and iodine 53. These are all 17th group elements. Right, and students, let's see about these mono, di, tri and tetra haloalkanes. Monohaloalkanes, the monohalogen derivatives, here see, monohalogen derivatives of alkenes are called as alkyl halides. Okay, alkyl halides. And for this, the general formula CnH2n plus 1. Okay, CnH2n plus 1, here X, CnH2n plus 1 X, where N is equal to 1, 2, 3 etc. any numbers you can take, and X is equal to, instead of X you can take the halogens just like fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay, fluorine or chlorine, bromine or iodine. Here students, or we can represent this general formula like this, R and X, where R is any alkyl group, just like alkyl group, functional group. Here X is a halogen. Okay students, X is a halogen. And here the secondary prefix should be, you can add halo. Halo is the secondary prefix here. This indicates it is a monohaloalkanes, the alkyl halide, it indicates that. Right, this is about the first Now students, let's see common names of these monohaloalkanes here. Add the word, you can add the word halide. Halide. Halide means just like basing upon these fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. If these are halides means the name should be fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. Right. We can add the word of halide to the name of the alkyl group. Okay, that is the name of the alkyl group I told you, and that is, for suppose alkyl. To this alkyl you can add one halide name, and we should get what we should get, students? Alkyl halide. Right, simply you can say that if you add the word halide to the alkyl group, we should get that alkyl halide. Then IUPAC names. Let's see about IUPAC names. Already I told you about the secondary prefix for this. Secondary prefix, that is halo. I told here, that is right. Secondary prefix halo we should add to the name of the corresponding alkane. Right, that is, what shall we get here? Halo. Halo, if we add this to any alkane, then students you can get like this haloalkane. Haloalkane. Right, in case of dihalogen derivatives. Okay, students, in case of dihalogen derivatives, the positions of the both the halogen atoms are indicated. If the presence of dihalogen, two halogens are presented in that particular compound, you can represent the both halogen atoms. You should indicate that. The IUPAC common names of some important haloalkanes I'm going to give you. Formula of the compound and what is the common name, and IUPAC name also you are going to learn now. And here in formula I'm going to take CH3Cl. Okay students, here the common name is CH3 means you know very well, that is we can remove one hydrogen from methane. Methane is CH4. From this you can remove one hydrogen, that is only methyl group. Methyl, and Cl is chloride. So methyl chloride. For this the IUPAC name is chloromethane. Chloromethane. Okay, for CH3 one chlorine substituent is added here, that is only chloromethane. Let's see the next example, students. Right, CH3 CH2 Br. Okay, CH3 CH2, that is you know very well C2H5, that is from ethane you should remove one hydrogen from ethane, right? And this is called as ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide. And here what is the IUPAC name? Bromoethane. Bromoethane. Okay. See the next example here, CH3 CH2 CH2I. Okay students, if you count the carbons here, 1 2 3, if there are 3 carbon atoms, that root word should be prop. You know very well that prop. Okay, propane means 3 carbon atoms. Okay, and from propane if you remove one hydrogen, that belongs to propyl. Okay, propyl iodide. Iodide, right. If you give the numbering to these carbon atoms, you should give the first preference to this substituent is added, which carbon atom, that is CH2 here, you should give number 1. Okay, from here right to left you are giving numbering to these carbon atoms. Then students, it is called as N-propyl iodide. And at which carbon atom iodine is added here? As first carbon here, 1-idopropane. This is the IUPAC name of this compound, 1-idopropane. And students, let's see the next example what we are going to have here. CH3 CH3. Okay, if you give the numbering to these carbon atoms just like 1 2 3, that is isopropyl iodide, and the IUPAC name of this 2-idopropane. 2-idopropane. At the second carbon atom, iodine is located. That's why the IUPAC name is 2-idopropane. Okay, students, this is about completely the monohaloalkanes. Monohaloalkanes, the first type, and I'm going to tell you about dihaloalkanes, that is the second type. Let's see. Dihaloalkanes. Dear students, for suppose any alkanes are containing two halogen atoms per molecule. Okay, those are called as dihaloalkanes, and here we have the general formula for the CnH2nx2. Right, for monohaloalkanes we have only CnH2nx. Here for dihaloalkanes what we have? CnH2nx2. Okay, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Here also, students, we have the common names. For example, for the purpose of naming dihalogen derivatives of alkanes, these can be divided into, okay, for the purpose of naming the dihalogen derivatives of alkanes. First one is alkylidene dihalides, and the second one is alkyline dihalides, and the third one is polymethylene dihalides. Okay, students, for the first one, alkylidene dihalides, let's see about this alkylidene dihalides, right? And dihalogen derivatives of alkanes in which the two halogen atoms are attached. Here, in which the two halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon are called as alkylidene dihalides. We can call it as simply alkylidene halides. Okay, further, since the position on the same carbon atom are called germinal positions, and these are all called as germinal dihalides, or simply we can say gem dihalides. Okay, students, since the position on the same carbon on the atom, that is called as germinal dihalides. And here we have the second type, alkylene dihalides. Let's see about these dihalogen derivatives of alkanes in which the two halogen atoms are attached to the adjacent carbons. Here the same two halogen atoms attached to the adjacent carbon atoms. Adjacent carbon atoms of the chain is called alkylene dihalides, or simply we can call it as alkylene halides. Further, since the positions on the adjacent carbon atoms are called, here students, again we have the new name here, vicinal positions. Therefore, these alkylene dihalides are also called as vicinal dihalides. Okay, vicinal dihalides. And students, simply we can call them vis dihalides. Vis dihalides. Okay. IUPAC names. In the IUPAC system, all the types of dihalides are called dihaloalkanes. The positions of the halogen atoms being attached indicated by lowest possible Arabic numerals here. And some IUPAC names of some dihaloalkanes. I'm going to give you the examples here. Some names of dihaloalkanes. In these examples, the main chemical formula and what is the common name and what is the IUPAC name also, let's see. And first one is CH2Cl2. Here students, CH2Cl2, basing upon the general formula, what we have the general formula here, CnH2nx2, right? For these dihaloalkanes, this is the general formula, and we can compare this general formula is whether it is suitable to this example or not. Here X2 means X is the halogen here, then in the place of X what we have here only chlorine. So X2 means Cl2, that is okay. And CnH2n, Cn means here, Cn means C1H, CH2, C1H2. Okay, CH2. So this is the general formula is suitable for this formula. And we have the common name here, CH2Cl2. What we are going to have? Methylene. Methylene chloride. It is the common name for this. And students, for this IUPAC name also we need to know. The IUPAC name is dichloromethane. Okay, dichloromethane. Why? Because here 2 chlorine atoms are presented here, then dichloromethane, that is CH2Cl2. And what is the second example we have? CH3CHBr2. For this also, basing upon that general formula, we can identify that in the place of X is the halogen group. Bromine we have here, then Br2X2. Okay, this is satisfied here. And C2, here C2, 2 carbon atoms are here. Cn, in the place of N we have 2 here, and H 2 into 2. Okay, the number is C2H4. Here see H, how many hydrogen atoms are here? 3 hydrogens plus 1. So C2H4Br2. This is the formula for this. And common name for this, what is the common name? Ethylene. Ethylene bromide. Right, ethylene bromide. And students, here the name of IUPAC name of this, dibromo 1,1-dibromoethane. That is the IUPAC name of this compound, dibromoethane. Once you can see here, students, same formula, just I have written like this. These two are same, CH3, CH, Br2. For this carbon only 2 halogen atoms are attached here. According to the definition of alkylidene dihalides, dihalogen derivatives of alkanes in which the 2 halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon. Here we have the same carbon and 2 halogen atoms are attached. This is called as alkylidene dihalides. So, basing upon that definition, we can give the name for this compound, that is ethylidene bromide. Ethylidene, basing upon that alkylidene dihalides. Okay, and here at this first carbon only, this is the second carbon. This halogen atoms are attached here, so that the name should be 1,1-dibromoethane. That's why we have given the name of this compound like that, 1,1-dibromoethane. Right, we shall go for the next one. If we have the structure like this, Br, CH2, CH2, Br, then the name should be ethylene bromide. Ethylene bromide. This is the common name. And students, for this, what is the IUPAC name? We have the IUPAC name also. This is the first carbon and this is the second carbon. At first carbon, second carbon also bromine halogen atoms are attached here. Then students, the name should be 1 and 2 dibromo. 1 and 2 dibromoethane. Dibromoethane. 1 and 2 dibromoethane. Why? Because basing upon the presence of 2 halogen atoms here. Let's see the next example. CH3, CH2, CHCl2. If you see this carbon, 2 halogen atoms are attached to single carbon. So students, according to alkylidene dihalides definition, this is known as, if there is 3 carbon atoms, the root word you know very well, prop. Okay, then basing upon that definition of alkylidene dihalides, that is propylidene. Propylidene dichloride. Propylidene dichloride. If we see the IUPAC name of this, at which carbon atom these chlorine halogen atoms are located, to which carbon atom? Let's see if we give the numbering to this. Here 1, 2, 3. from right to left, we should give the numbering to these carbon atoms. Then students, here at the first carbon only, this halogen atom is attached here. Then the name should be 1,1-dichloropropane. 1,1-dichloropropane. Right, let's see the next example. If you see this example, CH3, CHCl, CH2Cl. Here students, you can see two halogen atoms are attached to two different carbon atoms. So according to alkylene dihalides definition, alkylene dihalides, the dihalogen derivatives of alkanes in which two halogen atoms are attached to two adjacent carbon atoms of carbon chain. Okay, like this only. So you can apply that alkylene dihalides for this. Then the name of this is three carbon atoms, so that the root word should be prop, and basing upon that definition, propylene. And how many chlorides are present here? Then that is dichloride. Dichloride. Okay students, and this is the common name for this. And to this formula, what is the IUPAC name? And we should give numbering to this carbon just like this only, right to left. And at first carbon atom and the second carbon atom, these are the halogen atoms are attached here. Then the name should be 1,2-dichloropropane. Right. Okay, I hope you understand. We have the last example here, Cl, CH2, 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 Cl. Here also two halogen atoms are attached here. If we give numbering to left to right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and students, the name is here root word C, three carbons are attached, presented here. That should be prop. Prop is the root word according to the definition of alkylene. Alkylene dihalides. Let's see. Two halogen atoms are located here. Then the name should be propylene dichloride. At which carbon atoms these halogen groups are located here? You can observe that. And here at first carbon and third carbon. And students, 1,3 should add the name like this, 1,3-dichloro. The same name should be like this, dichloropropane. Okay, these are the examples of IUPAC names of some dihaloalkanes. Let's go for the next one. About monohaloalkanes and dihaloalkanes also completed students. And now let's see about tri and tetrahaloalkanes. The general formula for this tri and tetrahaloalkanes, let's see. For this trihaloalkanes should be CnH2n-1x3. Let's go for this for checking also, basing upon some examples also. Let's see about these tetrahaloalkanes, that is CnH2n-2x4. Okay students, these two are the general formulae for trihaloalkanes and tetrahaloalkanes. Let's see, while that of tetrahaloalkanes is this is the general formula. Here for these both, you can take in the place of N, 1, 2, 3, etc. In the place of X, you can take the halogen atoms just like fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay students, and IUPAC names. In the IUPAC system, these are called trihaloalkanes and tetrahaloalkanes. The positions of the halogen atoms on the carbon chain being indicated by Arabic numerals, as I told you previously. And students, common names or trivial names. Let's see. Up to now, there are no systematic common names for these tri and tetrahaloalkanes. Okay, however, these names, trihalomethanes, these are the trihalomethanes, are the best known by the trivial names, that is haloforms. Trivial names, that is haloforms. Tetrahalogen derivatives of this methane are called carbon tetrahalides. Okay students, carbon tetrahalides. And while the symmetrical tetrahalogen derivatives of ethane are called Symmetrical tetrahalogen derivatives of ethane are called as acetylene tetrahalides. Okay, students, now let's see about some IUPAC names of some tri and tetrahaloalkanes. Let's see with examples everything. In these examples, the general formula and the trivial name and the IUPAC name also let's see. Now the first formula is CHF3. CHF3. Okay, students, here 3 fluorines are located, then the name should be fluoroform. Trivial name, that is, and fluoroform. Here the IUPAC name is 3 fluorines. Basing upon those 3 fluorines, that should be trifluoromethane. Trifluoromethane. Why? Because only one carbon is presented here. Okay, and students, let's go for the next one, that is CHCl3. I think you guessed this name. You can guess this name. Okay, CHCl3 here, chloroform. Okay, and this is trichloro. Here, trichloro. 3 chlorines are located here. Then students, trichloro. Same, only presence of, basing upon the presence of one carbon, that should be methane. Right, and students, next one, let's see CHBr3. Here, bromoform. Bromoform is the trivial name, and for this the IUPAC name, yes, your guess is always correct, tribromo. Here tribromomethane. Why? Because only one carbon is presented here. Tribromomethane here. Okay, students, let's see for iodine also same, CHI3 here. This is the form of ido form. Right, ido form. Then the name should be triidomethane. Right. Okay, and some examples, let's see. If we have the example of CH3, CCl3. Okay, CCl3. That means to this carbon only, carbon trichloride. This is carbon trichloride, CCl3. For these students, directly we can write the IUPAC name at this first carbon only, and here we have the second carbon. And let's see for this, 2 carbons are located means the root word should be eth. Eth is the root word. Then students, how many chlorines are here? 3 chlorines. Then 111 trichloro. 111 trichloroethane. That is the IUPAC name of this. Okay, students, and again, if you have the name of CCl4, this is commonly we can call it as carbon tetrachloride. Here IUPAC name should be tetrachloromethane. Again methane. Why? Because presence of one carbon. Okay, right, students, this is about today's session. Tri and tetrahaloalkanes, these are the examples, and just we can recall what we have learned in this session. From starting about haloalkanes and definition we studied, and types of haloalkanes, mono, di and tri, tetra. In these halogen groups I explained to you about these halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are the atomic numbers also I told you. And in this mono haloalkanes, derivatives of alkane, this is the general formula I told you, and how the formation of alkyl halide here also explained to you. And students, here some examples also we studied. We have learnt about these examples also. And the next one, dihaloalkanes types also we studied. This is the general formula. And alkylidine, alkylene and the polymethylene also, just 3 types we studied. And students, common name and formula, what is the IUPAC name, some examples also we studied. Okay, this is about our today's session. You can convey your doubts in the comment section. Dear students, one more thing I forget to tell you, that's about in dihaloalkanes, about alkylidine types completed, and the next one is alkylene also completed, and I forgot to tell you about polymethylene type. Polymethylene dihalides. Here students, you can see that dihalogen derivatives of alkanes here containing three or more carbon atoms, in which the two halogen derivatives are present on the terminal carbon atoms. That is, the positions of the carbon chain are called two or more carbon atoms. These are polymethylene dihalides. Okay, and this is about the polymethylene dihalides, the dihalogen derivatives of alkanes containing three or more carbon atoms, in which two halogen derivatives are present. Okay students, this is about our today's session, and what is your opinion? I want to know, is my classes whether useful to you or not? You have to convey to me, and please subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Okay students, this is about the complete organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques, a small topic here what we have in the nomenclature of different classes of organic compounds. Okay, here saturated, unsaturated, hydrocarbons in these alkanes and alkenes also completed students here, and the third one also about haloalkanes also completed. Okay, daily for two types of organic compounds I'm going to explain to you. Up to now three only completed students. In our next class I'll be teaching for you about alcohols, and alcohols also called as alkanols, and this is very small topic, so students I need to select two topics from this, and these are the ethers and alkoxyalkanes. Ethers or alkoxyalkanes, about these two we will be learning in our next class. Okay students, please keep watching and please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Take care.